Hey there, YouTube. It's your girl, Valencia Harris, Unique Harris's mother, taken from her apartment in Washington, D.C. on 10/10/10. Um, I already put out the information that I was going to be starting Unique's YouTube channel as I am pivoting away from Facebook because they have, I just want to say, too many restrictions. And I figure going the YouTube direction, as well as Unique's website, urlhfoundation1.org, I would have more control over her story, her products, and how her story is told. I know I will have more restrictions on YouTube than I do her website because I am the owner of that website and I don't own YouTube. But in any case, this will still serve as another avenue for me to be able to get her case and story out there to the public in my continued search for her remains. I also wanted to update. Y'all have to forgive me because I'm tired. It's been a long day. Um, I've been on the phone with a couple of production companies in reference to Unique Story being told. And of course, you all know that I also try to bring other families into Unique's platform as much as possible, to give them some of the attention that their cases might not get otherwise, because I'm an old school pro at the fact that you have to fight for the attention for your loved one, especially in our, let's just say, melanated community. Um, which I do other cases as well, but I primarily focus on um, cases in our community because they receive the least amount of attention. So there is no race, color, or creed, or gender that I won't lend my assistance to with my experience that I have been able to gather over the last 14 years in searching for Unique. Um, One update is I did just recently talk to the detective on Unique's case a couple of days ago in reference to our continued search for her remains. It was a little bit tricky for a minute because of the fact, number one, after DC got their conviction, and this is just my opinion, after they got their conviction, very good conviction in Unique's case to help with their 2023 convictions, I think they thought they were going to drop the ball as far as continuing to finish the job of finding her. But the detective on Unique's case has definitely reassured me that that's not the case. And so that is still moving forward, and it is still an active search for Unique's remains. And I think I have already told you all that her case, that person that unalived and deleted my daughter has already filed his appeal. And of course, I will be keeping Unique's avid supporters and followers updated, because that's another reason why I've pivoted from Facebook and other social medias like, Twitter and Instagram and those other avenues, because of the fact that I find that there are a lot of people that just want to be damn nosy instead of helping my daughter's um situation. They just want to be nosy. So her website and YouTube is another way for me to filter out those people, because I just don't have the stomach for those people, and I'm pretty much bored with giving them a piece of my mind as far as where they can go to be nosy, because Unique Raquel Leona Harris's case is not one of them. This is a serious situation. My child has been taken away from her children. I don't have time to play games with people that just want to be nosy for the sake of being nosy. Those ones that are, oh, what's going on in Unique's case? What's going on in Unique's case? Won't hear from them. Least of all, get $5 damn out their pocket for the search for my daughter. But you want to know what's going on. Let the ex-president or even the current president ask for $5. And people are flopping their wallets and purses open so fast it'll make your daggone head spin. But you don't have anything to help me to find my daughter? Cool. That's why Unique's mother works multiple jobs. See, it's not a grifting thing for me. I work for a living. Okay? Number one. And number two, 90% of everything that has been financed in my daughter's case has been from my hard work. And that just goes out to all of those people out there that claim that I'm getting rich off my daughter's case. Do rich people work two jobs? Matter of fact, multiple jobs. I even have, other things on my agenda that I do to make sure that regardless of whether people want to come out of their pocket and assist me or not, my daughter's case gets what it needs. And I'm saying that because it is laughable to me for anyone to assume, think, least of all, say out of their ignorant mouths, seeing what I've managed to accomplish in Unique's case over the last 14 years, and seeing I don't have a lavish lifestyle at all. Those things should let anybody know one thing I'm not getting is rich off of my child's case. So that type of stuff rolls off of my back, because I'm a firm believer in, if it doesn't apply, You gotta let it fly. But that still doesn't mean I have to continue to tolerate people with that type of what I call stinking thinking. I don't have to tolerate those. I don't have to tolerate people like that, and I'm not going to tolerate people like that. And at the end of the day, um, those people can take a flying leap. Because if you haven't already been filtered out, because I have been filtering out some of those people and just cold slam blocking them, whatever has been necessary, which has been a, I don't want to say traumatic, very interesting process, because some people can be real good with words. Oh, I'm here for you if you need me. And as the years wear on and on and on, you realize the ones that mean what they say, and you realize the ones that don't mean what they say, and you realize the ones that are just being freaking nosy. And then when you check them, you're the bad guy. And of course, all of Unique's avid followers already know I don't care about being the bad guy. Somebody got to do it. And if I wouldn't have been the bad guy in some situations over the last 14 years, I would have gotten nowhere in my daughter's case. So, all of you that want to think that way, fine. I'll be that all day, every day, baby. Because without that spirit that I have in me, that drive and determination and tenacity that I have in me, that can check a fool like you, I wouldn't manage to accomplish anything, least of all a Herculean task like getting a person that unalives people out of our community for 35 years, even away from your own community. Idiot. Anyway, some of those people just really rubbed me the wrong way. And that's why I'm glad I was, grounded in my faith and so forth, because I have to rely on that quite a bit. And I will not waste any more time on worthless people like that. People that are definitely not worth any of our time. So I will pivot on to the next of my update, which is to that all of Unique's avid followers know what's the latest in the updates as far as, her case episodes and programs. Of course, all of you probably already know her Anatomy of Murder podcast was released on June the 11th. That is on my social media. If you like it, and you can't find it on my social media, you can contact me via my so many different ways. You all can contact me, DM, Instagram. I am still there. I haven't like deactivated my pages or anything, but I do still have those things posted there, which I will probably repost because they're a little bit down in my thread or what have you. We also have the Tubi documentary coming up. I did post that as the title was going to be Presumed Dead, but I received information today from one of the producers that the title has changed, and I'm not even upset about the title change because I do like it. It's called Left for Dead. That is the free Tubi channel 2 hour documentary that we have filmed for, along with Pamela Butler, the other woman missing and murdered in DC back in, I believe it was 2008 or 2009. But the family, you all have to forgive me if I'm getting the dates mixed up because, like I said, I'm like completely exhausted. Today has just been one of those days. So yeah, that title to that documentary has been changed, and of course, I will update when that air and release date is finalized because I think they were trying to get it closer to a time of the release dates where it would make a bigger bang, like close to awards or something like that. But anyway, once I get that solidified information, then I will be updating Unique's YouTube and her website. I can't promise that I will do it on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or TikTok because those are social media platforms that, as I have said, I am pivoting away from because of the fact that I don't like for them to be able to control Unique's cases narrative, which is one reason why I built her website, www.urlhfoundation1.org, like I did, because I don't like the fact that, you know, 1 minute, one person can say and do certain things on those platforms, and no matter how ignorant or horrific it is, nothing happens to them. But somebody that does something way less harmful, just totally neutral or powder puffish, then they get blocked in Facebook or social media, Instagram or TikTok jail or whatever for 3 days, seven. I don't like that because freedom of speech should be just that, and it should be that for everybody, not just a few. So there is further clarification as to why I built Unique's website and her LLC. And now I'm moving into the YouTube realm, um, because that also gives me a little bit more freedom, and control over the narrative that um, is spun in Unique's case, because it's still not over. And not only that, anybody that's followed Unique's case all these years know it has never been, for me, just about Unique. There are too many cases out here that need to be addressed that the mainstream media couldn't care less about. And somebody has to do it. So, as some of Unique's followers already know, um, that has been incorporated into my mission and my purpose where Unique's case is concerned. It's not just about Unique, it's about whoever can benefit or use Unique's platform as a helpful tool to them in their case, whether it's a missing person, whether it's sex trafficking, human trafficking, unresolved murder, any type of, exploitation, domestic violence, situation, whatever it is. If you all have been following me on my other social media pages, you already know that. But as I move along into this whole YouTube stratosphere, we'll definitely be catching up. I'll definitely be giving more information. I'm so sorry, y'all. I am so tired. It has just like been a exhausting day, but don't worry, I'm gonna get through this. But after I get through this, y'all trust and believe I'm gonna be probably sleep before my head hits the pillow. But I wanted to engage with all the loving people that follow my daughter's case and really, really are supportive and actively supportive in all of these cases that, we fight, whether it's Washington, D.C. cases, California cases. Y'all already know I have no problem with helping any of these cases, regardless of where they are. New York. I've had them Detroit, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. Just, I mean, you name it. Midwest, West Coast. It's there everywhere. Central, Midwest, southern, southern. It just, these things just are happening everywhere. And another thing about this YouTube thing, it'll help me go a little bit further outside of Unique's following that I already have noticed is worldwide. I'm so grateful and thankful. It's so weird. I told my father, God bless and God rest his soul, when Unique first came up missing. And it was all out of frustration. I have to admit that. It was out of frustration because, in anger, because all the local assistance that I thought I should be getting for Unique's case, I wasn't. So leave it to me. Even with my leg broken in a cast, in a boot, and on crutches at the time, I told my father, DC had made me so angry, pushing my daughter's case like it was nothing, like my child was nothing. They don't even realize the fire that they put in me to make sure I would not have to rely just on DC to look for my daughter. That's why I made a promise to my father, my grandmother, my mother. God bless and God rest all their souls. I made a promise to them. I was going to get Unique's case outside of DC and make it national. And then I was going to keep on pushing. If she had not been found by the time I made it national, I was going to make it international. And God helped me do it. He helped me do it. He helped me do it because I can show receipts, proof. And I probably did on one of my social media pages. I probably have because, I just get so overwhelmed and thankful and grateful for all of Unique's avid supporters that have followed her story and genuinely been praying for my daughter, purchased Unique's apparel, made donations to help me to move this whole thing along. You all don't know how priceless y'all are. Y'all actually kept me from working myself to death. Because one thing I don't like to do is ask people for anything. And I'm the type that my own parents, God bless and God rest their souls, was scared for me at how hard I was working. Multiple jobs to make sure that Unique Raquel Leona Harris's case did what it had to do. And anybody that knows me, whether it's a close friend, family member, they'll tell you, oh yeah, she'll work herself to the bone. And most importantly, my parents, and it's so crazy because I had to tell my parents, well, y'all the ones that taught me how to work like I'm working. Look how hard y'all work to afford me the life that y'all afforded me at a young age. So this is just what I was taught, raised, and trained to do. TTG, trained to go. Thank God I had laughs with my parents about that, but they were so serious because they were fearful because I had worked myself into stitches in my head, working 7 days a week, multiple jobs at one point. So I could understand their concern for me, but my parents didn't teach me to, or nobody that raised me, as a matter of fact, didn't teach me to be a grifter. They didn't teach me to beg anybody for anything. I won't be out here with my hands stuck out for $5 begging and pleading like Barack Obama and Joe Biden for $5. How many of y'all done opened y'all pockets and pocketbooks up and fell for that con? But won't even help our families find our children and our loved ones with $5, $10, nothing. So I'm here to tell y'all, as y'all can see, I think over the last 12, 13, 14 years, Unique's GoFundMe hasn't even raised $2,000. I got a receipt for that too. Y'all want to see it? I can back up everything I say, and anybody that knows me knows that. It hasn't even been $2,000 in 14 years. Y'all think I could have found my daughter with that? But the ones that did donate, may God forever bless you because you didn't play about it. You was about it. And you all are a part of assisting me in getting that 35-year sentence for him and getting another person that deletes and unalives people out of our community. So all of you that have donated or purchased Unique's t-shirts and, so forth and so on, went to the website, purchased something there, I feel so just grateful for y'all because I couldn't have made it this far without y'all. I really couldn't. And I tell people that all the time. I have people so many times that do assist, say I can't donate much, and that just breaks my heart because they don't even know how, if they only give $5 or $10, $1 that you don't have to give out your pocket. You don't know how much that might get us across a finish line as far as these milestones and hurdles that we have to cross for this mission and this purpose. It breaks my heart when people say, well, I don't have much, because it breaks my heart because they don't even realize how important what they're saying is small is tremendously important. The big donors may just get us to, and when I say big donors, I've never had, I can't recall any, like $1,000 donations or anything like that. So I'm saying anything under that amount, all the way down to $1. Those $1, $5, $10 donations can help get us across the finish line where the other donations of above that amount may just get us to the finish line. But even when you get to the finish line, you got to go over it. You can't just stop at the finish line. You got to go over it. So all of you that feel like, you can't donate, but, a little bit, in the words of people that I've heard, please, 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 don't feel that way. Don't feel that way, because it breaks my heart. And people like that, especially when I'm in person with them, I just have to grab them and hug them and let them know, do you realize you don't have to do anything? Do you realize there's so many people out here that can do and won't do anything to help us? Please give yourself more credit than that. That's just who I am. That's just what I believe and know and feel in my heart and soul is the right thing to do for people, for them to even give anything, is priceless and precious to us in these fights for justice and humanity in our world, and taking back our communities from the ones that's ripping it to shreds one by one. So let me get ready to wrap up this YouTube. Um, I've been on here a little bit longer than I expected to, but no worries, y'all. I'm gonna get me enough sleep one way or another. But if I gotta sleep a couple of extra minutes or so in the morning, I'm gonna get enough. Um, but last but not least, I also was in talks with a TV1 representative today in reference to a fatal attraction episode being done on Unique as well. I have already had experience with TV1. I believe it was back in 2011 or 2012 with Unique's Find Our Missing episode. If you all remember that. So this will be a second bite at the TV1 apple for Unique, which hopefully and prayerfully goes as smoothly as and as wonderfully as it did the first time around. So, those are a couple of the updates that I have for you all thus far. So I think that's it right now. As far as updates on this, y'all gotta excuse me. I had my leg up under me and now it just went to sleep. Oh, I had somebody else tell me the other day. Unique goes with me everywhere that I go. Her spirit goes with me everywhere I go. And that sweet, sweet soul. She said that to me, and I said, ma'am, look at my tattoo. She already goes with me everywhere I go. There it is. She said, oh, those are some beautiful letters. This is so sweet. I mean, people can just be so sweet. That's why I draw my strength and energy from them and keep the good vibes and keep moving forward as positively as I can from people like that. Because the other ones, we ain't got time, y'all. It's too much work out here to do. And it seems like 2024 has brought us in another whole boatload of problems. And I ain't talking about no row boat. I'm talking about one of those big old military vessel boats, whatever we want to call it, the huge ones of more problems to deal with. So, as my grandfather used to say in the pulpit of Fairmount Baptist Church in Savannah, Georgia, the time for foolishness is over. We have to cut out the foolishness, stay focused, unify, hold down, and hold steady on God's unchanging hand. Because one thing about it, I think all the ruckus and uproar in this politics of today, y'all know what my thinking about that is. My thinking about that is that's because we're looking for man to save us. Oh, farts to save us when God the true, living, loving, all powerful, all merciful, all graceful God is the ones we're supposed to be looking at as our Savior. That's why it's such chaos, because it's like we're looking for something that we ain't got no business. How can Joe Biden or Donald Trump save us from this imaginary thing we supposed to be saving from? And they can't even save their own selves from their own mess and messiness and aging. But they're gonna save us. Let's not be fooled, people. Let's not be fooled. And that done pivoted off of what I came on here for again. But I will be having other conversations about that too. That will be being put in of my conversations that I will be having on YouTube and my social media platforms and networks. So you all can definitely look for a variety of things on Unique's YouTube channel, because this is Unique's YouTube channel. It may have her mama's name on it, but this is her YouTube channel, and we have another backup channel. Of course, I haven't gotten that up and running yet. I'm still really fine-tuning this one right here. But in any case, I'm going to look forward to learning as I did with Facebook, because a lot of people don't even know when Unique first came up missing in 2010, I had a Facebook page that I wasn't even on, but maybe once every week or two or something like that. I didn't have Instagram, didn't have Twitter, definitely didn't have TikTok or any of my other social media that I had. All that stuff is new over the last 14 years. Those are things I had to learn. Unique's awaiting Unique safe return Facebook page. Her sister Ashley built that over the last 14 years. Unique right here, Raquel Leona Harris, come home now. Facebook page and chat group, instant message chat group. All that's been since Unique was taken in 2010. I told y'all I went on a vengeance. I went on a y'all just don't know. I went stone cold bonkers on that mission of I'm gonna find my child or I'm gonna die trying to find her, like for real, for real. And like I said, when we got that 35-year sentence for IKM, as I call him, because I refuse to give him any props on my daughter's social media. Y'all want to know who he is? Y'all gonna have to go look him up somewhere else. But anyway, along with making that vow to myself to find, and my parents and my family who love really, because you know you got some family that really love you, then you got some family that don't give a damn, for real, for real. I'm just keeping it real, y'all. I'm just keeping it real. But along with that vow that I made to unique, unique sons, me and my other children, my parents, to find her or die trying to find her, I also made a promise to that savage that he made my daughter his prey. And like I told him in my victim impact statement in that courtroom, yeah, you made unique Raquel Leone your prey, and the very instant you did it, you became mine. Meant it. From the first time I said it out of my mouth. I know sometimes people say things just to be here and there, vocal cords clap, not one of those people. And I have nothing to prove, but I can tell y'all one thing. When his appeal comes up, I will be there. God willing, God keep me that long, God willing, I will most definitely be right there looking him in his face again. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't care. I don't care. And I also don't care how I have to get there. I don't have a problem if I have to crawl, use a walker, a cane, a wheelchair. I don't care. If I'm here, still amongst the land of the living, I'm going to get there. So, anyway, I'll be a little bit more refreshed the next time I come on YouTube. I'm going to try to come to y'all in a more refreshed, earlier in the day, more, let's just say, vibrant mood and mellow and vibe than I am now. Maybe have a little bit of music, soft music going, or whatever the case may be. But I just wanted to come on and speak to unique supporters and start this whole YouTube train chugging along. I haven't even really done anything on Unique's website today. But y'all know I'll get to it. I ain't forgot about that. That's never too far away from my mind either. So I will definitely get to that too. What is going on with my daggone hair back here? Lord have mercy. I'm gonna have to take this off anyway and put my hair bonnet on so I can have some silky on my silky soft on my head while I sleep. But anyway, thank you all for supporting Unique's YouTube channel. And I promise y'all, I'm going to come to y'all with more awake and upbeat things as we move along through um, these projects and episodes and things that we have for her. I think I done caught y'all up on everything like the Anatomy of Murder. That podcast was released on June the 11th, so you can check that out. That's on my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I'm sure TikTok. I will have to check. I might have just put the information up for people to go to that. I don't know if I did a live on there to give the actual link information or not, but anyway, that was already released June the 11th. Unique Hers Anatomy of Murder podcast. We have the Presumed Dead update, that the title to that To Be Free Network channel project that we are airing. as soon as I get that information. But that presumed dead title to that 2-hour documentary with Unique and Pamela Butler's case has been changed from presumed dead to left for dead is the title now. So look out for that. And Unique's Fatal Attraction episode on TV1, which that's like fresh off the press right now. So that's pretty much all I have for y'all right now. But y'all know I'll keep y'all posted as we move along. 2024 again has been a pretty good year for Unique Story getting out. I'm also going to try to incorporate some other cases in Unique's YouTube, and I've already been doing it on her website, posting those in the blog because that is a very, very important thing for me to continue to do. Is to continue to help as many families as I can in these god awful cases. So feel free to reach out to me on any of my social media. My phone numbers and everything are listed, so it's not hard to get a hold of me. I normally try to get back to people's requests within 24 to 48 hours during the weekdays. I definitely do my best, but that's pretty much all that I have as far as updates for right now. So on that note, I'm getting ready to get me some sleep, y'all. I'm getting ready to get me. I might not be able to get me, but let me see what time is it. Oh God, after midnight again. Why do it seem like I can't never go to bed before it get midnight? But anyway, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's after midnight now, so that website, I'm not going to even fool with that until tomorrow at the earliest. So stay tuned for further updates as we get closer to these air and release dates for these projects, because unique case and these cases are still a priority for me. So, and like I said, I'll be incorporating some other families and information on other cases in Unique's YouTube channel as well to get the information out, because knowledge is power. I'm a firm believer in that. And if a person doesn't have the knowledge, they don't have the power to even try to help to look out for a person, or try to give the family words of encouragement or anything. So that knowledge I will be bringing to Unique's platform, as I have always in this situation. Definitely, because it's not just about my daughter. That's one thing this thing has taught me. It is not just about Unique. Unique is, of course, I would be lying if I didn't say she is my primary objective and goal, but it's not just about Unique. That's one thing God has taught me in this mission and purpose for my life, that you're only as good as those that you help. And I intend to help as many people as I can until I am no more. My child's life will not be in vain. And if I just stopped here, her legacy will not live on. I want her legacy to live on, even past my living. So, on that note, I will talk to you guys later. It was great catching up with y'all. I didn't expect to hold y'all for this whole, like, what is that, 54 minutes? Because I thought I'd be asleep by now. Y'all better be glad I ain't go to sleep on y'all, because I could go to sleep. This is my reclining chair. I will sleep right here. All I got to do is stretch it out. I will sleep right here. But anyway, It was good to see y'all again and communicate with y'all again and talk to y'all again and catch up and update y'all on everything. So just stay tuned. I'll have more updates for you all coming. I'm still learning this whole YouTube channel thing. So like I told you, the other channel I have two channels for her because one thing I've learned, you have to have a backup. So I have the backup channel that is not even underway as this one. So y'all just bear with me. I know I be doing my best. I be trying with all this electronic stuff. Like I told you, I'm just learning all this stuff over the last 14 years. So just bear with me while I learn the rest of it. And feel free to give me any information and insight and like tutorials or anything that y'all think might be helpful to me. Please don't hesitate to send it to me because I take all gifts of help. Please believe that because I'm a babe in this whole thing, just like I find myself being a babe in Christ sometimes. Matter of fact, all the time. So with all that being said, I hope everybody has a peaceful night, restful night. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I will talk to you guys later. Team Unique Harris loves you.